So welcome back to Lies That Men Tell Women All the Time and what they actually mean. In this series, we run through all the crazy shit that guys lie about to you women, and we're gonna just expose the truth because you ladies deserve it. So diving straight into it.
The number one way to catch a man in a lie: listen closely. This will change your life forever.
And here are the 10 most common lies that men tell women every single day. Watch this once and you will never be the same pick-me ever again.
Hello and welcome to another video. And this video we all been there, okay, when men told us lies, and we know our intuition tell us that it's a lie, but we just decide to believe them. Okay, here I'm gonna give you some tips for you, get some information for you just don't fall in their traps. Men are lying to us, okay? And this is some of the type of lies that they will tell us all the time. So stay towards the end because this video is gonna get really interesting. Please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and help us to support independent media, subscribing to my channel, of course, and activate the notification bell. That way you don't miss any video. I wanted to say thank you for the bottom of my heart for all those people that send me money for coffee. Towards the end of this video, I'm gonna leave you the information for if you want to send me money for coffee. It takes me a lot of time to edit this video, so I will appreciate that if you can. If you're not, this content is completely free for you. I do it with so much love for you, so enjoy it, okay?
So welcome back to the Lies That Men Tell Women All the Time and what they actually mean. This is a series where I tell ladies all the crazy shit and all the lies that men tell women all the time and basically just expose the truth because you girls deserve to know the truth. So if you're talking to a guy right now who has been single for like 5+ years and you go and ask him, why have you been single for the last few years? And he pauses, he kind of looks around, he gets a little bit nervous, but then he goes and carries on to respond with, oh, you know, I've just been focusing on myself. If he says that and he doesn't have a good stable job, he's not at least passionate about what he does, and he's not in good shape, he is absolutely lying to you. Not only has he not been focusing on himself, he's been focusing on dating other women, dating. He's not actually dating them. He's actually just sleeping with a bunch of people. And to clarify this, if you go to his Instagram and he has just nothing but travel photos and nothing around what his work is, again, great chance that he is just sleeping with people. He's not been focusing on himself. Maybe he's had some self-enlightenment moments alongside him traveling forever. But I'm telling you right now, the dude is probably not enjoying his job. And if he doesn't have a job that he's at least excited about, again, just another clear red flag that he's lying to you. So use this information as you wish and have an awesome day.
And here are the 10 most common lies that men tell women every single day. Watch this once and you will never be the same pick-me ever again. Number 1, I'm not like other guys. That translates to I'm exactly like the rest. I just learned to say the right lines. The second you believe his I'm different speech is the second he switches back into regular programming. Number 2, I'll leave you for my wife or girlfriend for you. He won't. You're the excitement, not the future. Men who actually leave don't announce it for 6 months while sleeping in the same marital bed. They just leave. Number 3, I don't want anything serious right now. What does that translate to? I don't want anything serious with you. He wants options. When he meets the girl he actually wants to lock down, he will be calling her baby in week 2 and posting couple pics by week 3. Number 4, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever dated. He said that exact sentence 3 weeks ago to 4 other girls with minor tweaks. It's not a compliment. It's a copy and paste opener he uses until something better walks by. Number 5, I'm busy with work, the gym, and just life right now. Okay, he's busy. Busy on what? Swiping on other girls and gaming with the boys? If he wanted to, he would. Busy is the most convenient lie in the male playbook. Number 6, I don't usually do this. Yes, he does. All the time with everybody. He doesn't usually text first, chase, pay for dates, or sleep over until the hotter option stopped replying. Number 7, I'm not looking for anything casual right now. He's looking for exactly that. He just wants the girlfriend experience without the girlfriend label. Free intimacy plus 0 accountability equals his dream deal. Number 8, my ex was crazy. What does that translate to? She caught him cheating, lying, or being lazy and finally had enough. So yeah, she went a little crazy. If every ex is crazy, the common denominator is staring in the mirror. at you. Number 9, I don't care about looks. It's about personality. No, he swiped right because of your face and your body, not your sparkling wit at 2 a.m. Personality becomes important after the looks already got him in the door. And number 10, I'll call you. He won't. That's the softest letdown in the male vocabulary. If he wanted to talk to you, the phone would already be ringing. I'll call you equals goodbye forever in polite font. Stop listening to his words. Start watching his effort. Words are damn cheap. Time and consistency cost something. That's why effort is where the truth always hides. Save this and share it with every sister who is still simping for potential.
There are men that will over communicate and overshare so that when they start lying to you, the lies seem like the truth. There are men that will over communicate and overshare so that when they start lying to you, the lies seem like the truth. Please keep up, okay? Hi, my name is Tasia. I'm a confidence and dating coach, and I teach women how to control their emotions so that their emotions don't control them. Let me show you what it's going to sound like. It's going to sound like over accountability, okay? They're going to be like, yes, in my marriage, I could have been a better husband. There were times where I stepped outside of my marriage because my needs weren't being met. There were times where I felt starved out in my marriage, and instead of being mature and working it out with my wife, I stepped outside of my marriage. In my past relationship with my ex-girlfriend, okay, there were things that she needed from me that I was not emotionally mature enough to handle, and because of that, I ended up lying and cheating and was deceitful. He is going to have more accountability than a nigga that's been in therapy for half of his fucking life, okay? And let me show you how it's going to manifest in your relationship. When you ask him, baby, who is this girl that's always in your likes and your stories and she's always commenting on things? Do you know her? Is that a girl you used to talk to? Who is this girl that keeps calling you 11:30 and past when your phone is on do not disturb and you keep ignoring this person's phone call? Who was that girl when we went out to dinner that you stepped out to the side? Who was that girl? Baby, what that ain't even nobody. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, oh, it just seems kind of weird that this person just keeps popping up. You know what he's going to say to you? Why would I lie to you? Keep up now. Why would I lie to you when I've told you everything about me? I've told you where I've made mistakes. I told you when I lied and shit. I told you that I never wanted to be that person anymore. Okay? So when he actually starts lying to you, okay, you're not gonna be on your toes, okay? Because you're gonna feel like he has taken so much accountability and the lies are going to seem like the truth. But I'm gonna tell you this, baby girl, your intuition is spot the fuck. He fucked that girl. He's fucking that girl, okay? Now listen to me. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, okay? And if I'm wrong, please put me out of business, because baby, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. My voice is going out. I don't feel well, and I would please put me out of business so I don't have to show up on this internet tomorrow.
Things men will never tell women, but are very obvious. Men crave external validation just as much as women do, but there's also pros and cons to it. Which is why you don't necessarily need to sleep with him or kiss him for him to feel validated, especially if y'all not official, which is why a lot of y'all are asking that question, like, why did he only hit me up in a certain moment of time? It was good enough for him. Keyword, enough. Certain men don't even have to you, let alone take a nap with you to feel validated. Which is why a lot of them are actually okay with saying that they were in your DMs when you replied back with a hey, making them feel gas and giving them the highlight of their week. See, a lot of y'all be thinking that it takes them going all the way with you to feel validated and ghost you. Because the value of bedroom intimacy in our society always seems to overshadow the value of a hug or close interaction. So a lot of us tend to be like, ew, why do you feel gassed up off of me saying hello to you and you got butterflies from that instead of me sleeping with you? Which I can see why you would think that, but in many cases, no, it's almost the same for a lot of men. Which explains why that one man that you were feeling for a small window of time was just a short-lived spark. And why he was okay with getting as little as possible from you and feeling satisfied. But yet still disappeared. It ended up being short euphoria for him and short euphoria for you, but he was fine with that and you expected more. That right there is self-gratification for him. Which explains why he's okay with ghosting before anything actually happens. A clear example of this is when you were in high school and there was that one that was always following the woman around, asking them repetitively, consecutively, where my hug at, big head? The let me get a hug at dude, they're pretty much going to get whatever they can. And that alone can be enough for them, but what a lot of people are unaware of is that a lot of them tend to grow up and still exist as the same person. He grew up and he just got better. He got better at it, especially when it comes to their social skills over text. A man's game doesn't necessarily get worse, they just sharpen it. But once again, there's pros and cons to it. Men love to feel complimented, but a high number of them will take whatever they can get, whether it be a hello or you're cute, because they're simply just not used to it. And perhaps maybe you just so happen to start feeling them. He's so conditioned at not receiving that he inevitably sabotages. And it's usually done on purpose by his choice. I know a lot of people tend to do it subconsciously, but this is on purpose. So what they're going to do is they're going to milk this shit out of the hello, the hi, the you're handsome, the you're cute for what it is and run off. So then you're stuck with the question, why did he message me? Call me cute. I reciprocated it only for him to walk off for a number of factors, but this is definitely one of the ones that exist. If you actually hugged the let me get a hug ass dude, of course he's going to be on a high horse. In all honesty, he didn't even know he was going to get that far. Because he already has a preconceived mindset to underestimate himself already. It's like the guy that walks up to you in public, but you don't know that he struck out 10 times prior with 10 other women before he met you, but you're under the impression that you were the first one. A lot of y'all have actually went home as the 11th option of that evening, but that's another video for another day. It was good enough for him. You just looking at him and acknowledging his existence. You talking to him is a level that he didn't even think that he'd acquire. The value in that is different for him than it is for a man that's used to getting attention already.
Most men lie about their relationship status. If he tells you that he's single, please assume that he's fucking lying. Always assume that he has a girlfriend or a wife that he's hiding. If his Facebook page says he's single and all you see is photos of him posing by himself, always assume that he is hiding his girlfriend and wife. I don't care what he tells you. Always assume that he's trying to get back with an ex-girlfriend or an ex-baby mama, an ex-wife, some woman that left him because she don't want to fuck with him anymore. She caught him cheating, or she just don't like him and don't want him, and he's not over her. Most of the time, men are extremely codependent and they cannot be alone for shit. They're always looking for a better opportunity, even when they have a woman at home. They're always on the lookout for someone that has more money, someone that is better looking, someone who has more social status than the woman that they're hiding at home, the woman that they refuse to post on their Facebook page. Protect your heart and move smart when you're out here dating. I don't care if he swears up and down that he's single. Don't be afraid to press him about his relationship history. If he seems uncomfortable, you got your answer, because body language doesn't lie. He's uncomfortable because he's still fucking with somebody and he's out here pretending to be single when he knows he's not. Even if he's convinced himself that he's single, you got to ask him if there's a woman out here currently who still feels like he and she are still together. Okay? Even though he might feel like he's single, that woman that he's fucking may not feel the same way. Even if they're fuck buddies, a situationship, a baby mama that he's sleeping with on and off again, an ex-girlfriend that he won't leave alone, he may feel that he's single and he may have explained that to her, but she's not comprehending or taking it the same way. So, like I said, if he says he's single, you have to do your investigative work to make sure that he's telling the truth and he's actually single and not hung up on somebody from his past, or he's not hiding a woman off his Facebook page. A man could text you that he's fucking single while he's laying alongside his wife or his girlfriend in the bed. Men are fucking liars. If his mouth is moving, assume that he's fucking lying. Good luck on your investigative work. Don't be stupid. Use your discernment.
So welcome back to Lies That Men Tell Women All the Time and what they actually mean. In this series, we run through all the crazy shit that guys lie about to you women, and we're gonna just expose the truth because you ladies deserve it. So diving straight into it, if a guy ever cancels plans with you last second, like let's say you have a dinner date planned and he texts you and it's like 3 or 4 hours before that date and he tells you that he has to cancel, he can't make it. All of a sudden something's going on with his friend needs a shoulder to cry on and his friend is just so down bad. This is a gigantic lie. I can't believe girls fall for this. But like, I know that you know what I'm talking about. Now, there is a good chance that he is going to go hang out with that friend, but they're not going to be talking about emotions and how his friend's down bad. God, no. They're going to be probably planning their next move to go out tonight. If you guys were supposed to have dinner plans on a Friday or Saturday, there is a good chance they are going out to the bar. Or maybe he's a wholesome man. They're going to, kick their feet up, throw on a flick, eat some popcorn. But basically, that guy who canceled on you tonight is doing everything but hanging out with you. And yeah, it sucks, but plenty of fish in the sea, right? And also, if a guy's gonna cancel plans on you that easy, good chance that he's not the type of guy that you're gonna want to hang around. Unreliable people suck. So yeah, use information as you wish and have an awesome day.
If you're talking to a guy who is saying things like, you deserve better, I don't deserve you, you're out of my league, you're too good for me, You're talking to a guy who doesn't actually believe those things. He's just justifying reasons why he won't be with you, why he will not commit. Because here's the funny thing, ladies. How come every single guy who is saying this is saying it to a woman who wants a relationship with him? Bro, it's not hard. If the guy wants a relationship with you, he should just commit. He knows you want it. He's just justifying reasons why he can still get the assets without committing to the assets. And the way he's doing that is by letting you know that the problem is that, well, you're just too good for me. You're too this, you're too that, you're all these things. So the woman feels, oh, okay, well, at least he likes me. Let me justify to him that he's good enough, which makes the guy feel like he has you. He's going to trap you, get the assets from you, when the reality is he's emotionally unavailable and he's going to leave.
Sip some probiotic tea with me while I decipher all the common lies men tell and what they actually mean. This video is for the ladies, so if you're not a woman, keep scrolling, please. You're way too fine to be constantly getting bamboozled like this because they literally all tell the same lies. So let's get into it. And if you can't handle getting called out, that's none of my business. First up on the list, we have I'm trying to build with you. If a guy tells you that he's trying to build with you, what that literally translates to is I have nothing to offer you right now. Because babe, a man who's building something is gonna tell you about what he's building. He's not gonna say he wants to build with you. He's already building, so he's gonna tell you what he's building or what he's built. A man who says he wants to build with you is a man who has not started building yet. And so therefore he has nothing to offer you. Does that make sense? Let's move on. Next on the list, we have my ex was crazy. If he tells you his ex was crazy, what that literally translates to is I cannot take accountability. Okay? Because here's the thing, we know that as women, we don't go into a relationship being crazy. We get driven crazy. And the number one thing that drives women crazy is when they are constantly trying to communicate something to their partner and their partner refuses to listen to what is being said. Instead of listening to understand, to then resolve the issue, they are defensive, argumentative, avoidant, passive-aggressive, all the things except confronting the issue head on and taking accountability. So if he tells you that his ex was crazy, chances are she put up with a lot of his lack of accountability and then eventually got tired and left. And he realized that he drove her crazy, but still doesn't want to take accountability. So please run for the hills. Third on the list, we have my phone died. My phone died is a classic of a lying ass man because my phone died is actually a believable lie. But the thing is, all of us are attached to our phones and all of us know when our phones are about to die. So if you actually like the person that you're talking to, you're gonna let them know that your phone's about to die and you're gonna text them when you get a charger. So if he lets his phone die or if he tells you that his phone died, what it literally translates to is I don't prioritize talking to you that much. Fourth on the list, this one's one of my favorites, she's just a friend. And again, this is another classic because it's also believable. There are guys who have women that are just friends in their life that they're really close to. But if he uses this particular phrase after you bring up something about a woman in his life that made you uncomfortable, it is a lie. And what it literally translates to is, I'm trying to see how close you'll let me get to other women while I'm in a relationship with you. I don't really think there's anything else that needs to be said on that. So let's move on. Fifth on the list, we have let's just go with the flow or let's just see where things go. And that means I have nowhere to take you because a man who knows where he wants to take you is gonna make that clear. Okay, so let me say that again. Let's just go with the flow literally translates to I have nowhere to take you. So if you stay with a guy who tells you that, that's on you. That's on you, babe. It's very similar to I want to build with you because again, a man who's already building something is going to tell you about that. And a man who already knows where he wants to take you is going to tell you about that too. Sixth thing on the list is I like a woman with a sense of humor. And the reason why this is a lie is because men who are genuinely funny, who genuinely have a sense of humor, and who are genuinely able to make women laugh don't need to announce that they want a woman with a sense of humor because they already make the woman in their life laugh and the women in their life already think they have a sense of humor. So the reason why this is a lie is because it literally translates to I want to diminish your self-confidence with insults disguised as jokes. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure that one out too. Please don't believe this lie. Please get out of that relationship. Last thing on the list, I'm almost done my tea, so that's a good sign. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal is a lie, and it is a lie told by men who literally mean I don't want to acknowledge your point of view. That's what that means. It's not that big of a deal, and my ex was crazy go hand in hand. They are usually told by the same guy. So if he says one, chances are he's gonna say the other pretty soon. And if he says both, you gotta run for the hills, babe. Now you know, and now you can stop getting bamboozled. So babe, bookmark this so you could come back to it. If he tells you any one of those 7 lies, dub him.
I hate seeing men try to lie to women to get on their good side. I unfortunately don't have that problem. In case you're wondering if men, first thing they look for is attractiveness, like physical attractiveness, yes, it's true. It's true. I don't care. The other stuff can come after it, but the first thing off rip is physical attractiveness. Don't let any guy tell you different. Like, it's 2026. Why are we still lying to these women out here, bro? Of course, that's not the only thing we notice. I mean, hey, like, I can't speak for all guys. Some guys that might just be all they fucking know. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's natural. Like, by nature, men are visual creatures by nature. So, like, obviously, first thing they're gonna see is, like, the visual. And some guys like to hide that shit, be like, I only focus on personality. Like, fuck off with that shit. If you only focus on personality and that really were the case, you would be going out marrying people like Whoopi Goldberg and Bella Ramsey. If you don't know who that is, look them up and get back to me. Women though, don't lose hope though, because if there's really a guy out there for you, yeah, he's gonna notice like how you look, but then after that, there's gonna be like, all right, what's she like? Can I stand to be around her for more than 5 minutes? What are her passions? What are her morals? Is she mommy material? Is she gonna stress me the fuck out? Like, all of these things are key factors, at least for me personally. So yeah, I just couldn't deal with the lies no more. I see so many dudes trying to kiss ass and all that shit. I don't have that issue. I'm sorry. First thing we notice is physical attraction. That's just how it is.
So welcome back to Lies That Men Tell Women All the Time and what they actually mean. This is hands down the craziest lie that men always tell women, literally all the time. If a guy has ever made plans with you and all of a sudden he cancels those plans, like it seems like he was so excited to go on that date with you, and then like the day of the date, he texts you and says, oh, something came up. Specifically, oh, my friend is in need, he needs a shoulder to cry on right now, and I need to go tend to his needs. This is a complete and utter lie. First of all, men do not have these types of emotional conversations with each other. And second of all, if he was really into you or he really wanted to go on that date, he would have actually made the effort to go on it. Nothing would have been able to get in the way of his busy schedule for him to miss out on that date. Not even a friend who texts him with, better plans or a better opportunity. The truth is he probably is going to go hang out with that friend. They're probably going to hang out. They're probably going to go watch a movie, make some food, cook some dinner, whatever it may be. So yeah, although he is hanging out with that friend, he is not going to be a shoulder to cry on. That is just the hard truth. But hey, don't let it get to you. Plenty of fish in the sea. And if a guy's canceling plans with you on a short notice the day of, move on. Plenty of other guys who would be happy to take you out on a date. Use information as you wish and have an awesome day.
Part 3, the biggest lies that men tell women in order to obtain sex. You guys aren't going to like this one. It's the words, I love you. It's the oldest trade in history. Women try to trade sex in exchange for love, but in the early stages of a relationship, it doesn't work. Men lie. If it's early, it's lust. It's not love.
There's a very common lie that men will tell women. If you've been dating a guy for more than 6 months, a lot of times, if he's not actually looking for anything real with you, he'll tell you something like he doesn't know what he wants. He'll tell you that he's confused. He'll tell you, anything around that. And they've done studies on this, and they found that 99% of men, basically all men, by the 6-month mark, know what kind of a relationship they ultimately want to have with the woman that they're seeing. And so if he's been seeing you for that long and he still doesn't know, he actually does know, but he's afraid of telling you because of how he thinks you will react when you find out that he isn't really serious about you. Follow me for more tips.
Here are 3 of the most common lies that men tell women. Number 1, I've never felt like this about anyone before. Now, this is something a guy would normally say early on in their relationship, maybe on the first date, and definitely before you guys get intimate for the first time. Listen, ladies, he might be attracted to you, but if he says too many things way early in your relationship, he's in a hurry for a reason. Number 2, I'm going through a divorce, or anything along those lines. Me and my wife sleep in different rooms, it's really not going too well, I'm separating. Anything along these lines basically means that he's looking for a side piece. He's still married, maybe he has kids with that person, but he still wants something on the side, and he will tell you anything that will reassure you that he's sort of available or on his way to be available. And number 3, I'm too busy. Now this lie usually is said after a few weeks of pursuing you, after a few weeks of giving you some time and attention. Ladies, there's no such thing as being too busy. Everything is a matter of priority.
3 lies that guys tell to girls when they find them unattractive. Starting off with number 1, I was busy. If a guy ever hits you with the I was busy, it just means that you're low on his priority list and he doesn't really want to see you. Because let's think about this for a second. We live in a day and age where people are on their phones 24/7. And you're trying to tell me that if Madison Beer slid into his DMs and was having the exact same conversation that you were having with him, that he's going to leave her undelivered? Nah. Number 2, she's like a sister to me. Yeah, if a guy says this, he's talking about a sister in Alabama. From a guy's perspective, guys are never just friends with girls. Even the ones that seem to be friends, they're all just playing the long game. And number 3 is if he's telling you that he likes you, but his actions show the opposite. And I'm not just talking about the big things, like if he's cheating on you or whatever. I'm talking about the small things, like how much he stalks your account. It's actually pretty easy to see when a guy likes you, because he'll be one of the first people to view all your stories and like all your pictures. And if you're still having doubts, hit the share button like the copy link and then hit Instagram direct. And it will give you a list of 4 to 5 people who stalk your Instagram the most. And if he's on that list, you already know what that means.
Ladies, if you want to know if your man is lying to you, listen up. I have something for you. I have spent years as a top corporate recruiter, and if you've ever lied on a resume to get a job, imagine how many lies I've sat through. Thousands of interviews, thousands of people, thousands of patterns, and you have to see through all the BS. My hires always hit, by the way. I literally built people's corporate careers by spotting raw potential and knowing who was BSing me and who wasn't. And let me tell you something, energy never lies. And those same tells, they show up in your dating life too. So let me tell you something, when a man gets defensive over a very simple question that you're asking, that's guilt. And that is a very loud ego trying to hide that. Another one is the moment that he starts flipping the script on you. Oh wow, now I can't even talk to my coworker anymore. That's him redirecting. Another one is if he's over explaining, giving you random details like the color of the napkins or the traffic lights that there were. That's not honesty, girl. That is a cover story, and that man is building his alibi. It's the same as somebody lying on their resume, piling on these fake awards, fluffing up their numbers, just trying to sound impressive, and you can see through that BS the moment you ask them to walk you through it. Girl, you are the reward. You are not the rehab for broken men. So raise your standards, not your blood pressure.
Common lies that men tell women. This is part 3. Number 1, I will change, or I will change for you. Ladies, simply put, no, he won't. But if you believe this lie, you will just end up wasting more of your time and energy. Number 2, when he plays the victim and he says anything along the lines of, my ex-girlfriend was so toxic, she cheated on me, I'm heartbroken, I need to work on myself, I'm just not ready emotionally, I'm so broken. Ladies, listen. Yes, anyone and everyone has gone through some sort of trauma in their dating lives in the past. But if he feels like he needs to share that with you repeatedly, it's because he's trying to manipulate you and excuse his shitty behavior. And number 3, it's just not the right time. Ladies, let me know in the comments how many of you guys broken up with a guy who has done whatever he wasn't ready for really quickly right after he broke up with you with someone else. Remember, when someone says it's just not the right time, there's a with you at the end of that sentence, but it's just silent. And no matter how long you wait, it will never be the right time with you.
If a man truly likes you, he is going to lie to you. I know this is counterintuitive to everything that every woman tells you, that, oh, he's going to tell you the truth. No, in fact, he's going to lie to you. Do you know why? He doesn't want you to know the truth of who he actually is. Do you know who he's going to tell the truth to? The girl he absolutely does not give two flying shits about. He's going to tell her the truth because he wants her to know what it is. And what it is this is the true me, the demon self. Do you want this or you don't? Because I truly do not give a shit. But if he does give a shit, he will lie to you. I know this makes absolutely no sense. Most things with men never do. But if a man truly likes you, this is like a weird thing to say, but he is actually going to lie to you. He doesn't want you to know how bad he truly is or how intrusive his thoughts actually are. He doesn't want the woman that he's not going to change, but he's going to change the way that he speaks to you, and that it's a lie. This is like a very real fact, and even if it's your husband, more than likely he is going to lie to you. Whether it's a white lie, whether it's a lie about the way that he is or what he's done in his past. If he likes you, he'll lie. I don't know.
3 lies that guys be telling y'all that y'all fall for. I've never made this because I used to tell these lies too, but I stopped. You know what I'm saying? You got to mature as a man. The first lie a guy is going to tell you, oh, she's just a friend. I feel like that's the same thing Girls, y'all know when y'all say a guy is just a friend, bro, you know he wants to hit. It's the same thing with girls. I used to say that. She's just a friend. But guys and girls cannot be friends in this generation. We really got to think. And y'all could say, all right, I don't know what friendships you're in. Nah, it's just this generation. Unless I'm friends with like grandmas, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah. But if it's like girls our age, bro, it's impossible. So yeah, she's not just a friend. Check that. 2, I want you and only you. Now there is some guys who actually say this with meaningfulness, right? But I'm gonna give you 2 quick things he's gonna do if he actually wants you. 1, he's gonna give his time to you when he can. And the other thing is he's actually gonna be obsessed with you. That's why I tell y'all, girl, you can see your recent account viewers. All you gotta do is press right here, the share button, and then go to Instagram. Once you scroll all the way to the bottom, it's gonna show you. If he's in there, for sure he likes you. Now the third thing, anytime a guy says, I miss you, girls, we really got to think. When guys say they miss you, what happens? You take them back, they end up doing something with you, and then they leave again. He just probably don't trust that. You know what I'm saying? If he says he miss you, he better be applying some pressure. Just don't let him come back just to do what he needs to do and then get out. But girls, as a team, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on y'all's team, but I'm playing. Let me put y'all on how to get a bag. I made this since December. Imagine you start making that. You could travel wherever you want, do whatever you want, not have to work that job you. I do something called e-commerce. It's an online business. I'll teach you how to do it too. DM me the word e-com on IG.
Women, please, please, please listen to older women here on TikTok. We are all waking up to the games that men play on us. We're waking up in massive numbers. If you listen to us, the older women here on TikTok, we will tell you the truth about what's really going on so that you're not delusional, so that you don't get taken advantage of like other women. And in case anything does happen, you're not left in a really terrible position or a worse one than you started. You have to realize something, that men are deeply programmed to want access to your body and to have something on their arm. The game of love is a lie that we've been sold, but it's just romance. It's just sexual. It has nothing to do with love. We've misconstrued this with love because we've been told fairy tale lies, Cinderella and Disney movies. But that's not what's really going on, and that's not what men will ever tell you is really going on or what they're truly after. So please don't throw your whole life away for a man who is lying to you. He needs access to your body, and that's all he really wants. They will waste a lot of your time to make sure that they get access to your body, because they really enjoy that activity, and meanwhile they don't. Women really don't. So make sure that they're investing in you, paying your bills, putting cash in your hand, so that way if they leave, you didn't get the raw end of the deal. And make sure that you also always have your money, your own money, separate from his, in your own bank account. Because if God forbid he does leave you, you need to have a way to make money. Men do not look after you. When you're older, nobody really looks after you, but older women here on TikTok, we're trying to tell you the truth. Our moms couldn't tell you this because they were surrounded by their husbands. We were constantly surrounded by men, but now we can talk here on TikTok. And also your grandmothers and your mothers couldn't even get a bank account. They were in a very bad position. They had to smile and stay small, but now we can be loud. And we're telling the younger women, don't play with little boys. Don't play with little boys who just want access to your body and to waste your time. Find a real man who invests in you and takes actions to make your life better. There's men out there who make 200 plus a year. You should only be dating them. And if they don't have that kind of money, they should be focusing on their money and you should be focusing on yours. It's a waste of time to date a little boy. Calling, texting, dating, it's a waste of time. They are wasting your time. You could be spending it on talents, getting your education, working on your career, and helping your family. It's a little complicated, the games that they've been running on us. The words that they use are highly manipulative. And even them, they even think that their lies are justified. That treating women like an object, like wasting our time, is an okay thing to do. But please take into consideration what older women are trying to tell you here. Some of us had to learn the hard way, and we don't want you to make the same mistake.
Strategic lies are someone lying for a purpose, with the intention to deceive for personal gain. I had an ex like this. Have I told you the weather story? We were in Costa Rica, and I woke up after him in the morning, and he's like, babe, you missed the biggest storm. I was like, really? I love storms. And he's like, yeah. I was like, hurricane winds and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow. We're walking around, and I'm like, nothing's wet. There's no puddles. And I start to ask the staff, did it rain this morning? They're like, no. I asked the guests, were you guys up? Did it rain? They're like, no. I finally asked the manager, and they're like, it would never rain right now. It's the dry season. I checked with the National Weather Service of Costa Rica. It didn't rain. And I confronted him, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that? I said, if you ever lie to me again, I'll never speak to you. And he exploded. No. Because I texted my friends about this. They're like, this is some Dateline shit. Like, this is bad, Shallon. This is bad. And I was like, I know this is bad. I confronted him. Somehow I ended up apologizing to him, right? You've been in that scenario. You're like, well, I'm sorry. Okay. He's like, I must have been dreaming. No one who's having a dream is that positional, you know? You're like, no, there was an elephant in the Walmart. That was a dream. There was not an elephant in the Walmart. No, sorry. But like he was like, nope, it rained. And I remember saying at the time to my friends, you know what? If he has to tell these weird little lies to, I don't know, seem interesting, have something to say, I don't know. That's fine. I know he's not lying to me about the big things. Spoiler alert, yes, he was. Everything. I believe now he was lying about where he went to college. I don't think he did go. His family, all the people he was cheating on me with, everything. And it's like, why? That was neither a white lie nor a strategic lie. And those are the ones that are really scary to encounter. So, little hot tip for you, if someone lies like that for sport, just for sport, fucking run. I'm telling you, God, please learn. Please learn from me. If you have a story about a liar, please comment it down below.
Do you guys know that clip that was going around like a couple days ago where the guy was like, you know why we lie to women to get you to sleep with us? Because it's better when you like us. The quiet part that he's not saying out loud is that most men are god-awful in bed. And the reason why it's better when you like them is because that's the only time that you're going to put your own pleasure aside in order to cater to their desires. And you're going to do stuff that you would normally say no to because it doesn't feel good for you. All of that, as terrible as it is, the most obvious thing, at least in my eyes, that it points to is that most men would never be able to handle the way that most women would be so fucking disappointed with them. They didn't lie to them and lead them on and make them believe that this relationship is going to be satisfying to them in ways other than just the sexual part. It's the only reason why women would ever fake something or like go out of their way to like please a man is because they believe that there's something else here at stake. And most men know that A, they offer so little other than the whatever lies they can get you to believe, and B, the fact that they're so terrible in bed that this is the only way they even want to sleep with you. They're like, it's better when you like us. Yeah. Because otherwise we're very aware of how little you offer, and otherwise we'd have no reason to lie to you about how good you are in bed when most of you are not. And here's the thing, willfully so. If they wanted to be good in bed, they would. And frankly, more women would probably then be up for these, one night stands and things like that. The reason is they actively do not want to be good in bed. They just want to get theirs, because they believe that they're the main character. So for them to spend like 10 to 15 minutes, even just trying to get somebody off, like that's not a worthy enough investment. Even though a lot of them will have you in bed for hours doing this in this position. Let me watch porn while we do it. Let me put it in here. Let me put it in there. Let me flip you upside down. Let me hang you from the ceiling. Like, they want to do all that with you, but they do not want to learn where your clitoris is. Think about that. But on top of that, the main character syndrome is so strong that they also don't want to be told that that's unpleasurable for a woman. They don't want to have their little fantasy bubble popped. They literally want you to act like you are in a porno. That's what they get off to. It makes them feel like they conquered you. Physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those things. They get off on lying to you. They get off on you pleasuring them and them not doing the same favor in return, because that's what they believe manhood and masculinity is. Just getting yours and walking away without any feelings or anything like that. And that's why they lie to you, because they know without the lying and without the fairy tales and without the illusion, they would be just another mediocre guy named Brandon with forgettable features, a forgettable sense of fashion, a forgettable job, forgettable in bed, mediocre personality. He knows he ain't shit. So he has to lie to you in order for you to think that he's shit. And then when you think that, then you're going to go out of your way to impress him and to make him feel like a king gorilla in bed. And once he's bored or he's found another woman to lie to, the best part is he was lying the whole time. So he can just walk away scot-free, guilt-free. He never liked you in the first place. He can just move on. And the second best part is, and know when they leave you very vulnerable and cut you off without explanation like that, they know that they can also always come back to you because they didn't give you closure. Actually, no, the sex is going to be even better that time, because then you're going to be really trying to convince them. Like, you're going to be trying to figure out, like, what did I not do last time? Should I do more? Should I degrade myself more? Should I let him do this, this, and this? You know, let me suggest that thing that he wanted to try and I said no. Let me show him how cool I really am. Because why didn't he stay the first time? You tie your worth and value as a woman to these lies and to these completely forgettable, mediocre men just because we prioritize male validation so much. Don't do that. They're not worth it, okay? They're lying to you so that you don't tell them the truth, that they are mediocre, worthless, and bad in bed. They don't want to know that. So they'd rather lie to you, they'd rather put up this whole facade, they'd rather tell you that they can see themselves marrying you, and they've never felt like this about a girl before, and that you might be their soulmate, because they know that a relationship is actually whatever a woman brings to it, because they are capable of so little. They know that then you are going to bring that soulmate sex, because he can't do that. He can't provide you that. They know that you're going to work hard to love, understand, forgive, all that for them, while they just have to do the bare minimum for you. And they just have to say, I love you every once in a while. And you're going to go all out for them. And again, best part is they can break it off with no explanation, nothing, because they never had feelings in the first place. So do with that what you will, ladies, but stay safe out there. I love you so much. Godspeed.
Things men say when they're lying. Number one, what I gotta lie for? Once he says this, just know, like, he's lying. Two, you can think what you want. You could think whatever you want. You could think what you want. Three, this one is the one that pisses me off the most. Wow. Wow. Four, I am fighting demons. He's fighting demons. Five, my grandmother. I've just been thinking. Your grandmother died before you was born. 7, I'ma do better. Ladies, just know he's gonna do worse. Worser. Better means worse. Worser. 8, you call one of the bros. Let me just tell you this. When he says this, he already told his bro. His bro is not gonna lie for no. His bro is definitely gonna lie for him. Yeah. His bro is gonna lie for him. So him telling you you could ask one of the bros, don't even. 8, I be chilling. 9, right to my mother. That's cap. I don't know why they be putting everything on their mom. Your mom is alive. Even the ones that are dead, they be putting on their dead mom. Like, stop lying on your mom. Jesus. 10, when he starts doing the little twisting in his head. Like, I don't know if they scratching it or they twisting it, but just know when his hand is on his head and when you're asking a question and he starts to, like, little daddle, he's lying. Man.
Okay, something crazy happened to me. The climax was kind of crazy. Hopefully, what is the climax? But I know it's happened to others, so I want to commiserate really quick. It's the first time this has ever happened to me. Anyway, I'll set the scene. I'll give you some context. I guess this time last year, I met this guy, and we were hanging out, and the last time I saw him, I'm just giving you the story because I think it's wild. It's not even the craziest part. So I go to his house because he was like, you should sleep over. You're welcome to sleep over. And I had to work the next day, but I was like, okay, sure. I go to his house. We're talking all night long. Blah, 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 blah. eventually I'm trying to go to sleep, but he is like yapping my fucking ear off. And 4 a.m. hits and he goes, okay, I'm calling it. And I was like, I thought it was like a weird way of saying goodnight. He was kicking me out of his house at 4 a.m. He was like, are you good to drive? What the fuck? He was like, if you stay, I'm just gonna keep on talking and I have to like be up in a few hours. So do I, you motherfucker. Are you kidding? But of course I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna stay. I left. You don't want me there. Obviously, you're crazy. And I thought it would be like a mutual ghosting situation because I was like, obviously, I never want to see you again. Never. And I thought it was maybe the same because I was like, I would never do that to somebody with the expectation that I would ever see them or talk to them again. Like, you're doing that because you hate me, basically, and you don't want me there. I'm leaving. This guy, like, sporadically will hit me up. Has been doing so all year long. And the times that I've, like, tried not to respond, he'll, like, rage bait me. And I'm so easy to rage bait. And I will never let an opportunity pass to yell at a man. It's so much fun. And I have been, like, practicing new material with him. I'm like, what can I say that is, like, really, really evil? Like, how can I be an evil hag even more towards a man? So that's been kind of fun. Like, I'm never, like, I have, like, again, don't want to see him ever again. I think he's a loser. And that's kind of the background, okay? There's this guy who's been bothering me, but I don't care about him. And because I don't care about him, here's where the story really starts. I've never been able to find him online. And I think that's crazy because I'm like, there's no way that you don't have a digital footprint in this day and age. Where is it? So I've always been like, something smells funky. Not literally, but metaphorically. I smell the funk. Something is going on. And so, but again, I just like don't care about him enough to like go full FBI research, right? Like really sit down and do the work. Because again, it's also just very sporadic, so I just kind of forget. And this last time that he hit me up, fairly recently, it was like, sometimes I just feel like I have prophetic dreams too. And so I was like, I'm being deceived. And I already knew I was like, there's something off. I smell funk, like I said. But I finally was like, my third eye, I have to go full FBI level and find him. And find him I did, ladies and gentlemen. And you want to know why I couldn't find him before? I'm sure you guessed it. He's a liar. He's a liar. He lied about everything he told me. And I'm not exaggerating. Everything. Everything. And things that I was like, why would you lie? For example, told me he owned his house. Didn't. It's okay that you rent. I rent. Nobody cares. Why are you lying about that? Lied about his age. He's like 4 or 5 years older than he said he was. And allegedly he was younger than me. And he would always like make, not like a big deal, but he would like joke about it. And I remember like looking at him and I was like, damn, men age far worse than women do. I was like, you look older than me, but you are younger than me. He wasn't. He was older than me. I would have preferred that you just said that you were older than me. Your real age. What the fuck? And I was like, who said that you were 28, dog? Who told you that you could be 28? You can't. You don't pass. Next, lied about his name, which is why I couldn't find him before. He gave me his middle name. And so, but I have no evidence to suggest that he goes by his middle name. Sometimes people do. Sometimes people want to go by their middle name. Great. He's doing it to be shady. And my favorite thing of all is he was tatted up, right? Give me a little tattoo tour. And one of the tattoos, he was like, this is for my dead grandma Helen. This is to honor her, blah, blah, blah. Helen is his ex-wife. Who he did not tell. He told me he had an ex-girlfriend who cheated on him. Which now I'm like, did you cheat? And you're just like putting the blame on her. I hope that she did cheat on him though, because I was like, you deserve it. Like, you deserve it. Like, if she did it, it was because you deserved it. Because you're a liar. Because you lie. And so, and the lie just rolled off his tongue. Dead grandma. Why would you say that she was your dead grandmother? I don't care that you were divorced. Who cares? And if you have a tattoo of like an honoring your ex-wife or whatever, just say that. I'll get it because you got married, so you got a tattoo for her, and now you're divorced. Sorry that it's on your body, but like, you can just say that. You can just fucking say it, and it's fine. So it's just like all these things, like just all lies. I was like, you did not tell me the truth even once. Not even once. That's crazy. So I found this out, did the rabbit hole. I was like, oh, a little bit freaked out, but also it's kind of hilariously pathetic. And he's a Virgo, and I'm an Aries. And I don't know about you guys, but my experience with Virgo men is that they act crazy towards me. They just love to act crazy towards me. And this is a prime example of that. This is the craziest example that I have. But I was just like, oh my gosh, I've never had a man lie like this to me before. This is insane. And so I kind of want to have the last laugh. And just like, because I know he'll hit me up again eventually. And so I kind of just want to be like, hey, as it turns out, I actually don't know who the fuck you are. Please find a priest or a shrink. I don't know. I don't care. And then block him. Obviously, I've been not wanting to see this man, and I don't care about him, and I don't even like talking to him. I just like being mean to him. And now I'm overthinking it because I'm like, I would love to do that or just block him because who cares? Again, like, he's just a loser. He's crazy. He's a crazy loser, freak. And I'm like overthinking it where I'm like, what if I do block him or I say something like that to him and it upsets him and then he looks me up and then I get got? Like, should I risk my life over this? I don't know. So if you've been through this, what did you do? Because I don't want, like, I just like don't want him around. Like, this is very weird. But I also, again, want to be safe. Because I'm like, obviously he's not well. He's very crazy and he's a liar. So I don't know. That's my story. I thought it was insane how someone could just lie about everything. But also I just like don't know what to do at this point. Like, I just don't know if I should block or if I should like keep him unblocked and then just keep ghosting to see if he escalates. I don't know. But I just would love to make him feel embarrassed. I don't know. Anyway, that's my story. Tell me what to do.
I don't believe anything that comes out of a man's mouth. Every man I have dated has lied to me, and it's crazy because they don't even be like crazy lies. It just be over simple stuff, like lying about where you're at, lying about food or experiences or stories. So it's like, I don't trust anything that comes out their mouth. Like, I genuinely don't care.
This is what an actual proactive man looks like. This room that I'm cleaning right now, it has been my hoarder room since we moved in about 3 months ago. I've just been throwing everything here. I haven't wanted to unpack, and it's gotten really, really disgusting. And my partner wanted to use it for something else. So what did he do when he had that thought? He didn't come to me and say, hey, clean your crap out of that room, I want to use it. He didn't even come to me and say, hey, would you mind moving all your stuff? Because this is 100% my shit, so that I can use it for something else? No, he did not do either of those things because he sees himself as being responsible for everything that he wants in this world. So when he wanted to use this room, he said, I'm gonna clean out that second room tonight so that I can use it for something else. Even though it is literally not his stuff, he did not once think about asking me to take responsibility for something that he wanted to do. And that's the difference. That's what I want you to take away, is that when men play this ridiculous manipulative game of like pretending that they're these incompetent, like lovable himbos who just don't know how to do anything and need their hands held, and really they can only handle helping, they're doing it on purpose. They know that if they play this like, oh ho ho, I'm so nice but incompetent game, that you will just step up and do it for them. But the thing is that there are plenty of men on this planet who take full responsibility for themselves and for everything that goes on in their own life. They're not going to push off that responsibility to you. And if you choose a man like that, you are going to live a much easier, happier, more successful, more happy life. I promise you that.
In honor of the soft life and Valentine's Day month, I'm going to share 3 lies that insecure men tell confident women. The first one is you like showing off your beauty. If you're pretty and you're able to express your beauty, you shouldn't be made to feel guilty about it. And any man that would try to tell you that you should look any less beautiful than you actually do, or make you dumb down your beauty to make them feel more comfortable, is not the man for you. A man saying this just exposes his insecurities. Be thankful for the truth and walk away if you can. Nowhere ever did a woman wake up and think, how can I look my worst? Another lie these men like to tell is what another man won't do, as if they've met every man in the world. All men are not the same. Some men absolutely do not see the value in doing certain things for you, in the same way that you are not going to do certain things for one man that you might do for another. If you've experienced a certain type of love, or you desire to experience a certain type of love or man, they are out there. So do not let a man lie to you and tell you that because he won't do it, another man won't. The last one is you are too much. If you have the ability to maintain yourself in the lifestyle that you desire, and you want to be with someone that matches that same energy, mindset, and level of discipline, then that's reasonable. You're not too much. He just isn't capable of rising to the occasion that is you. Let me put it in another way. Have you ever been to a nightclub or a nice lounge and there's a dress code, and there's always that one guy at the door that didn't dress appropriately and he can't get in? Honey, you are the main event and he's the guy getting turned away at the door. So again, be grateful that he's exposed himself, he's shared who he is and where he stands and what he's willing to do and where he's not willing to rise to, and carry on gracefully.
Here are some lies that guys tell girls. Oh, we suck. My ladies, please don't. You're gonna get triggered. I'm sorry. Let's role play. Babe, she's just a friend. I swear. What? No, she's like a sister to me. I wouldn't do that. Babe, I'm not like other guys. It's disgraceful. The last thing I want to do is hurt you. I don't know who she is. I just added her because I was being nice. I didn't want to be rude. I never want to leave you. Sorry, work was really busy, so I wasn't really on my phone all day. I'm so sorry. Of course my mom loves you. Of course I love your cooking. It's the best food I've ever had. Not a chance. Trust me, it's not you, it's me. I think I just need to focus on myself and really start to learn to love myself first. Don't you ever worry about paying. I always will pay and want to pay. You don't need to spend any of your money. I love you.
I don't like you. I want to hit it. I don't want a relationship. That's the reality. Women go, but tell me that. Where would that get us?
It would put you in a mutual space. That way that woman is on the same page as you. You're sitting up there talking about how you gonna lie and be deceitful to a woman all because you want to be intimate with her, while she on the other hand thinks you working towards a relationship, and the only thing you working towards is getting into her pants, and then once you get into her pants, you're gonna stop talking to her. The crazy part is that's a grown adult. That's an adult with that mindset talking about this is why we say we can't be honest with women. This has nothing to do with why you cannot be honest with a woman. I'll be the first one to say it. Lying to get some coochie at your grown age is childish. It's corny. It's cornball behavior. The people that gonna act like they don't understand what's being said right now, if a woman came on here and acted like she wanted to be with a man all because he had money, but she came off like, oh, I really like this man, and then she got the money that she wanted and left, and she was like, well, if I told you I only liked you for the money, would you still have wanted to talk to me? I bet you would understand the concept then.
A good way to tell when a man is lying to you is when they get pissed when you ask them a question. The moment when they start gaslighting you or playing themselves as the victim is when they actually have more to hide. When he's trying to paint the perfect picture, he's gonna over-explain, give you unnecessary details because he's trying to cover up a lie. The thing about lying is that it's so exhausting. I used to be a fucking liar. You used to lie one lie after another just to cover up another one until you forget all of the lies you told from the beginning. So it doesn't matter what you said because you're going to eventually get caught. It's just a matter of time. But the moment you're ready to be honest with yourself, the moment you're ready to take accountability, you can't even lie about the dumb shit. It's not worth it. You realize that lying just makes you look like a fucking coward because you're afraid of the truth. You're afraid of what people are going to actually think about you. Because shit, you might be afraid of who you actually might be. Really pointless lying to anybody, especially women, because they're just too smart. They're too clever. They know how to investigate. They know how to ask questions. And eventually, the truth always reveals itself. And on top of that, the lies you tell, they're just too much to keep up with. You're going to eventually slip up. But just be honest, no matter how ugly it really is, because it really does set you free.
Things men will never tell women, but are very obvious. Certain men will exercise fake vulnerability to have fake bonding moments with you. And also exaggerated moments of closure. It's to give themselves more depth than they actually have. Almost to create this fictional concept in your mind that you're the only person that they're conveying their feelings to. Like the one and only person. But in reality, it's really just an act of facade, a story made up to make it seem as if you're bonding with him more than you actually are.
He's well aware that you take those bonding moments very seriously, and he's going to use that to his advantage. But 9 times out of 10, it's really just him adding more layers to himself in his villain turned nice guy arc. They'll also make it seem like nobody hears them because they want to play off of the cliche that already exists, even though they have 3 other people listening to the same shit that they're feeding you right now, to convince you you're the it woman whom he finally expresses himself to. And if you have a vivid mind or wear your heart on your sleeve, you're hitting their radar first. He is going to make himself aware of that so he can toy around with the notions of getting exactly what he wants from you. So in your mind, you become convinced on some, oh, he has to care because he shared his insecurities with me. Nah, they were fabricated out of thin air. He never lost his dog. His grandma's still there, and if she's not, he just uses the story out of convenience. He really doesn't care about her. He's never been cheated on or heartbroken the way that he claims to be. The majority of those stuff are actually lies that he just uses for ammunition. That thing that he complained about that was a tic-tac size issue, yeah, he likes complaining about that more than he likes seeing you fix it. And when you do fix it, it's purely exclusively just for the satisfaction of him watching you break your back. He'll also borrow a couple of traits from you so he can manipulate feelings and empathize better. His whole goal is to have that extra depth and layer so we can break you down enough to have you wrapped around his finger. His goal is to really turn you into an emotional support dog, but his emotions are a facade. They don't actually exist currently. Because he knows deep down that you're the nurturing type that's going to be there for somebody in distress. And he knows that you would never question the validity of his trauma. Like, why would you? Knowing that, he knows that he could turn his conversation in any direction that he possibly can, as long as he makes it nice, long, dramatic, and emotional. And if you ever dare to question the legitimacy of it, he'll do a reversal and gaslight you for not caring enough. If you fall into it right off the back, then his job is already...
And you know a man lying when he just volunteered extra information. Like, just start telling, overly explaining. Like, what are you talking about? That's not even what I asked. I asked one question, you giving me a thesis statement. You overly explaining yourself, you're lying.
The number one way to catch a man in a lie, listen closely. This will change your life forever. First things first, shut off your emotions. Stay with me here, I'm going somewhere. You need to shut off your emotions because if you react too crazy to something that he says or he does, right, it's going to tell him he should stop sharing. You don't want him to ever stop sharing until you get all the information. Step number 2, in casual conversation, you ask him an indirect question relating to the specific situation you're trying to get the truth on. For example, let's say you're trying to figure out if he went to go see his ex. Let's say for the sake of argument, it was on a Thursday night. So you ask this, oh, so I remember you're saying that you were at home on Thursday night watching Netflix. What did you watch? Because I'm trying to find some new things to watch on Netflix. What you do is very important. You don't react. Don't call him out on anything. Don't ask too many questions where it feels like an interrogation. Just bank that information in your mind. Let a couple days go by. Bring up another situation that indirectly relates to the topic or situation you're trying to get the truth on. I think they got my pay schedule wrong, but I can't remember. Was that Thursday or Friday that we went out together? Oh, I swear it was Thursday. What were you doing on Thursday? I swear we were together. Let a couple of days go by and continue referring to similar indirect situations and continue gathering information to see if these answers don't match. If the answers are continuously mismatched, you know he's lying about it.
Ladies, leave a man when he tell you the first lie. Because if you believe the first lie, he gonna feel like he can get by with anything. The truth hurt.
Men will lie to tell you that they love you. Men will cheat on you. Men will go to prison and cheat with a whole other man and write you a love letter at the same hour. So it's all on what you believe and what's disappointing to you and what's not. What are you in it for? What is the benefit from you? Or do you just seek validation from other people? Or do you not love yourself? Like, what's in it for you? What are you getting out of it? Because all you want is a man to truly love you? Is that all you want? Because you can do that for yourself. And a man can truly love anybody and still sleep with somebody else. They don't equate sex with love. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men don't equate sex with love. It's an animalistic act. Literally. All right?
Listen, women, you guys are smart. And your intuition is on point. When that man is giving you
dumb answers and dodging and just being a straight up liar, a lot of times you can sense that. You can pick up on it. Because, for example, sometimes he's not even keeping his story straight. One minute he's saying this, one minute he's saying that. He's not even realizing it, but you caught it. You caught it. Just don't ignore it. So don't worry about, oh, well, he might lie. Listen, I always say, let someone talk long enough and they will expose themselves. Plain and simple. So in actuality, your willingness to ask questions is going to help you see more clearly what you are dealing with. All right. But it's not just asking what he meant by that. It's asking anything. It could be the whole dreaded question, what are we?
And it's so many lies that they tell us, like, I am not ready for a relationship. That's what it means. I want to have you. I want to have sex with you without compromise. I never felt this way before. They probably felt that way many times, but they just want to make you feel good about it. So they just say that she's just a friend. Yes, she's just a friend that they just have sex with it. And they want him to be more than a friend. Men don't have friends, okay? Just friends, no. At least there is a family member or something like that. I don't lie levels, okay? Everybody had to say a lie occasionally, once or twice, but if they tell you I don't lie, it is probably a lie. I was just too busy to text you, call you, or whatever. They had time to call you, but they didn't want it to. You are not his priority. You are the only one. That's the hard one. You are the only one. When they tell you that, run for the hills, run, like you just desperate. I will change. Oh my goodness, I lost counts. How many men and how many times they had tell me, I will change. I was in a relationship for 12 years. I was married for 12 years. And he will always tell me, I will change. Until the last time that he said, I was like, I know, I don't believe you that you're going to change. Things are not going to change. Never. So if you have experience when men lie to you, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know what is your experience of lies. Maybe I didn't cover the lies that they told you, and tell me about your personal experience with men when they are lying. Okay, let us learn from you. Please don't forget to activate the notification bell. That way you don't miss any video.